Hello everybody, this is BroncoJuggalo, and today I am doing a video that has been, 5 years in the making. I said that I was going to do a Star Wars physical media collection overview a long time ago, and I still haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So I hope you enjoy this video because I should have done this quite some time back, and personally, this is a big video for me. This is something that is near and dear to my heart, even more so than horror films, and I love horror films. I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Just absolutely love it. Now, these awesome Pez dispenser displays here, this one was given to me by my children a few Christmases back, and this one was given to me by them this Christmas, which is pretty cool. It's from the Disney 100-year collection, and I like the chrome look. I think it's dope. I'm going to start with VHS. I'm going to start with single VHS, then I'm going to go to collections, and then I'm going to go to DVDs, and then I'm going to go to Blu-ray, and then 4K, and wrap it all up with steelbooks. A mixture of Blu-ray, 4K steelbooks. I am going to put these in chronological order, not in order they came out. So just bear with me, and we'll go from there, all right? I'm also going to give a little bit of thoughts and talk about each one as we go through them, because I do have a couple things I'd like to say. I'm not going to take a ton of time doing that, but it should be fun. Coming up first is Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, still one of my favorites and a truly underrated film. I then have the original CBS Fox release of Star Wars for VHS. Now, you may have noticed I don't have episode 2 or 3. Sorry, didn't get those yet. I find these in thrift stores when I can. But, don't always have every single one. Love the artwork on this. And after that is my very worn out CBS Fox Empire Strikes Back, and my not so worn out Empire Strikes Back. I also love the artwork on this one. And then this is the Fox Video Empire Strikes Back. Alrighty, that's it for the singles. We're going to get into collections. This is a special collection. It is a single, but it is a cool collection. Now, this is the second time I've owned this. Big thank you to Horrific Nightmares Jam for sending me this Star Wars: The Phantom Menace box set, the widescreen video collection edition. This does have the booklet with it. It has the film cell with it. It opens up real nice to a really cool picture. Just really do enjoy this set. This is the 1992 first box set they ever released for Star Wars. This is the original trilogy in its original form, with an inscription from George Lucas. Everything on here is very dope. It's seen better days, but I still love it. Now, these are both the 1995 box sets. This was the last time Star Wars was released on video, on VHS, in its original form. This is prior to the special editions, right prior to it. George Lucas had announced the special editions when these came out, and this was the last time he released the originals as far as on VHS. One of these was given to me by a high school girlfriend, and the other I found in a thrift store. I did have a third one, but I gave it away in a contest. This is the full-screen Star Wars Special Edition trilogy, and you're wondering, why don't I have the other piece? I found this one in a thrift store, and I just bought it as is. But as you can see, I do have both the widescreen and the full screen in their entirety with all the pieces put together. I really do like these editions. This one I bought. This is the first time I bought the Star Wars trilogy on VHS. Now, like I said, a high school girlfriend gave me the other one. I bought this one as soon as it came out. I absolutely love this, and I wanted it in widescreen. I always preferred widescreen. Eventually, I did get the full screen as well, and I love how you can put them together to form Darth Vader. And for the final Star Wars trilogy on VHS, this is the 2000 box set. Now, I've never actually watched this, so as far as I know, this is special editions. They quit calling it special editions after so long. But I'm pretty sure this is the special editions because, as I said, the last time it was released supposedly on VHS in its original form was the big blue set. I'm going to go with some single editions now. Just some single stuff that's part of the continuity but also just stands alone. This one is Star Wars Droids. Now, this was 2 animated features featuring our 2 favorite droids, C-3PO and R2-D2. Here we have the Ewok Adventures, Caravan of Courage, and the Battle for Endor. Now, here is something I want people to consider. All the people that hate on the new Star Wars stuff, whether it's the new movies, or you may not like some of the shows, or you just don't like the fact that Disney's doing it. And I think that's really what it is. I think people are just bugged that Disney is the one doing it. But you know what? You all loved The Force Awakens when it came out. Don't lie and say you did it, because you did. Anyways, I want you to keep one thing in mind. For those of you that say, oh, those are so terrible and they didn't make any sense and they shouldn't be part of the story. And that's not cool that they're canon because they're crap. Well, you know what? These crappy movies right here are also part of the canon, officially. And this is back when George had it. Now, a very unofficial part of the canon is the Star Wars Holiday Special. George Lucas hates this. He says he wishes he could destroy everyone with a hammer. Every bootleg copy, that is. This has never been given an actual release, but this very beautiful looking and official looking copy came from my good buddy Joe. Thank you very much, Horror Man. So we have Star Wars The Phantom Menace on DVD, Star Wars Attack of the Clones on DVD, and I think, if truth be told, this is the film that I own the least, and has long time been my least favorite in the franchise, but I still love it. Don't think that I don't for a second. I love every single one of these movies. This is Star Wars The Clone Wars, the movie, single disc edition, and this is the 2-disc special edition with the lenticular cover. Now, I also have all the series, which I will show you here in just a few minutes after I finish these DVDs. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, which actually came with the story of Star Wars, which is a 3 documentary series hosted by C-3PO and R2-D2. Now, this is a steel-sealed, limited edition Star Wars A New Hope, Episode 4, on DVD. The cool thing about this is it has the original theatrical version and the special edition. I haven't opened this yet, and I only acquired it recently. This is the first time I've ever had the non-special edition on DVD. This is the Star Wars Trilogy widescreen edition, and this is the only version I have of the trilogy on DVD. I can't believe I had never bought them as singles, but when this came out, I was just like, yeah, I'll grab the box set. You know, I wasn't like really collecting DVDs at the point, but I was just like, you know, I need them all, and I want them all, and I want them on DVD. So I bought my preferred, which was the widescreen box set. And this served me well until Blu-ray came out. And I still love this set. Now, I know I've told this story before, but some years ago, I put all of my box sets and things of that nature and certain movies trying to reduce space into books. I have since come to regret that decision. I still have these out in the garage, the cases for them. But I have not yet put them back in because now I honestly don't have the space for them because I have so many others. So they just remain in the books for the time being, but maybe one of these days I'll get the cases and put them back. So I have Season 1 of Clone Wars, Season 2 of Clone Wars, Season 3 of Clone Wars, and Season 4 of Clone Wars. I have Season 5 of Clone Wars, and I have Season 6 of Clone Wars, which was called The Lost Missions, because this season was never finished. but it did finally get a finish in season 7, which I don't have on Blu-ray or DVD. And I'm not sure if it's even out on DVD or Blu-ray. I have to find it. I think it might be. I think I saw it was, but I just haven't picked it up yet. I then have season 1 of Star Wars Rebels, season 2 of Star Wars Rebels, season 3, and that is it for the DVDs. We're going to move on to the Blu-rays now. Now, when it first was released on Blu-ray, I slept on the edition that had the originals. And I did that in favor of the complete saga. But I didn't think that it was going to go out of print. I thought I would have time to get it. And now it is out of print. And if you can find it, it's expensive as fuck. And I just haven't been able to get my hands on one yet. Bill actually has one that he got when he was over in Japan. And that's pretty dope. So we're going to go with my favorite Star Wars release. This is the complete saga. Now, this is prior to the sequel trilogy, of course. But this is still my favorite. I love the book-style case that it comes in. I love how it's hard cardboard. It's very nice. I love this set. I still want to get the complete Skywalker saga, which is that big set that they still have at Walmart, at least on Walmart Online. I just haven't been able to get that yet, but I'm going to get that one before it goes out of print. That one I will get first. So, out at the same time as the complete saga came this Blu-ray DVD combo pack of the prequel trilogy, which I'm very happy to have. Thank you to John Kyle Stanton. On Blu-ray DVD combo pack is also the original trilogy. This came out also at the same time as the complete saga. All right, now on to the single Blu-rays. This is Solo, Star Wars Story. Now you notice I don't have any of the prequels on single disc Blu-ray. I may rectify that because they do keep releasing them. But right now it's just not a important thing when there's so many other things that I need to get. I have Rogue One. Now on this it says the best Star Wars yet, and there is an argument for that. It's not my personal favorite, but it is high up on the list. This is a great film. I also have the one with the exclusive Walmart packaging. I have 2 editions of Star Wars The Force Awakens. One I bought and one I believe John sent to me. Star Wars The Last Jedi. A truly underrated film in my opinion. I have defended this movie since the day it came out. I do enjoy it. I still say that the people that don't like this movie, it's your own fault because you got exactly what you asked for with this. You got just what you wanted. You said, even though you all loved Force Awakens, by this time, I guess you were done with nostalgia. And you said, oh, we want something different. We want something new. So Rian Johnson gave you something different. And you all bitched and complained about that. Not you specifically, my viewer, but Star Wars fans in general. I also just finished watching this today. As I'm filming this, it is December 27th, which, by the way, is my wife's birthday. But it's also the day that Carrie Fisher died. So in honor of Carrie Fisher, I watched Star Wars The Last Jedi, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I still say this is a phenomenal film. This is one of my favorites in the franchise. This is the epitome of what a Star Wars movie is. I don't see how people don't see that. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Now moving on to some 4Ks. I have the 4K collector edition of Solo. Very cool. I have the 4K of The Last Jedi. And I have, I think this was the Walmart exclusive 4K, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it's the Best Buy. I don't remember. 4K of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Maybe it was the Steelbook I got from Best Buy. Speaking of Steelbooks, here is my limited edition Phantom Menace Steelbook. Now this is the only one of the prequels I've gotten so far. I'm having to buy them on eBay, and I just haven't gotten around to getting the rest of them yet. I want to thank Shannon from Rusting Willpower for sending me the gift card that got me this steelbook. Star Wars A New Hope limited edition steelbook, and The Empire Strikes Back. And of course my favorite Star Wars film of all time, Return of the Jedi. Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is a phenomenal movie. Great return for Star Wars. Star Wars 4K steelbook of The Last Jedi. This is the Best Buy edition. Got this there. Last thing I'm going to say about this movie in its defense. When I was in the theater, every single person cheered at the end of this movie. I'm sure many of those people a couple days later started bitching. And we are going to wrap up with what was, yes, the Best Buy limited edition collectible steelbook of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I really like that cover art. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap us up. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed filming it. This was a lot of fun. The editing I may not enjoy so much, but I did enjoy filming this. Guys, this is my Star Wars complete physical media collection. I know some of you have bigger collections, and if you ever want to make a video showing them, even if, or a smaller collection, or a more unique collection, I would love to see them. Let me know in the comments what you think. May the Force be with you, always.